Social Security has been a hot topic of discussion lately, and it's easy to see why. Amid all the chatter, some conflicting information has left many people uncertain about the future of this critical program. Will Social Security run out of money? Are benefit cuts inevitable? And what about the promises from leaders not to touch it? With so much at stake, it's important to cut through the noise, get the facts straight, and understand the various perspectives shaping this debate. Recently, New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu made headlines with his bold statement that cuts to Social Security should be on the table. This comment drew significant attention and stirred debate across the political spectrum. However, it's worth noting that Sununu is not part of former President Donald Trump's administration or his political inner circle. His remarks, however, reflect a broader national conversation about the challenges Social Security faces and how to address them. Sununu's suggestion to set up a commission to tackle these issues underscores a sense of urgency. He argued that proactive measures are preferable to waiting for a full-blown crisis. His concern is clear: without action, Social Security benefits could face across-the-board cuts in the future, potentially leaving millions of Americans in financial distress. Meanwhile, Trump's team has taken a different stance. His spokesperson has repeatedly assured the public that Trump is committed to protecting Social Security and Medicare, emphasizing that there will be no cuts or new taxes on Social Security benefits. While this reassurance is comforting for the short term, it doesn't address the long-term financial challenges the program faces. Current projections suggest that Social Security's trust fund could be depleted by 2035. If no changes are made, this would mean the program could only pay a portion of its promised benefits. The implications are significant. Recipients could see a 17% reduction in their monthly payments. For someone expecting $1,800 a month, that would translate to a loss of $300, reducing their income to $15. This kind of cut would be devastating for individuals and families relying on Social Security to cover essential expenses like housing, food, and medical care. The debate over Social Security has revealed a divide among lawmakers and stakeholders. On one side, figures like Sununu advocate addressing the program's challenges head-on. On the other, Trump's team and some other leaders remain steadfast in their pledge to leave benefits untouched. Caught in the middle are bipartisan efforts to implement smaller-scale reforms. For example, Congress recently passed the Social Security Fairness Act, which removes limits on benefits for individuals who worked in public service jobs, such as teaching and law enforcement. While this is a positive step, it's not the sweeping reform needed to ensure the program's long-term solvency. Other proposals have been floated as potential solutions to Social Security's financial woes. One controversial idea, championed by figures like Senator Rand Paul, involves raising the retirement age to 70. This measure aims to extend the program's solvency by delaying when individuals can begin receiving benefits. However, the proposal faced significant backlash and was overwhelmingly rejected in the Senate, garnering only 3 votes in favor. The public's reaction was equally negative. Many Americans view this idea as unfair, particularly for those who have spent decades paying into the system and are already struggling to make ends meet. Asking people to wait even longer to access benefits could exacerbate financial hardships for millions, especially in a country where retirement savings are often inadequate. Adding to the complexity, Trump himself has made comments suggesting that entitlements, a term often used to describe Social Security, and Medicare could benefit from improvements. He mentioned waste and bad management as areas where cuts could be made without affecting benefits. This clarification from his team is important. It highlights the distinction between cutting inefficiencies and cutting the essential support that millions of Americans depend on. While identifying and addressing waste in any government program is a worthwhile endeavor, it's crucial to avoid conflating administrative inefficiencies with the lifeline that Social Security provides to so many. For nearly 56 million Americans aged 65 or older, Social Security is more than just a monthly check. It's a lifeline that helps them maintain their independence, pay for medications, and keep the lights on. The program's importance goes beyond numbers on a ledger. It's about real people and their ability to live with dignity. The possibility of benefit cuts is not just a financial issue, it's a human one. For retirees on fixed incomes, even a modest reduction in benefits could mean the difference between stability and hardship. It's no wonder this debate is so emotionally charged and politically sensitive. This isn't the first time Social Security has faced challenges. In the early 2000s, President George W. Bush proposed reforms to the program, including the introduction of private accounts. The backlash was swift and severe, with seniors leading the charge against the changes. The proposal became a political debacle, and the effort ultimately failed. However, the political landscape today is markedly different. The urgency surrounding Social Security's financial health has grown, and the question remains, will lawmakers take a different approach this time, or will voters push back against any proposed changes? So, what can be done to address these challenges? First, staying informed is essential. Understanding the facts and separating them from fear-driven narratives can help ensure productive conversations about Social Security's future. Second, making your voice heard is critical. This can take many forms, from reaching out to elected representatives to sharing accurate information with friends and family. Engaging in the conversation and advocating for thoughtful solutions can make a difference. Social Security is more than a government program. It's a promise to generations of Americans who have worked hard and contributed to the system. It's up to all of us to ensure that promise is kept. The path forward will require cooperation, innovation, and a commitment to protecting the millions of Americans who rely on Social Security. From policymakers to everyday citizens, everyone has a role to play in shaping the future of this vital program. By staying informed, participating in the conversation, and advocating for solutions that prioritize the well-being of beneficiaries, we can work together to ensure Social Security remains strong for generations to come.